Stop number 3 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Richmond International Raceway under the lights in Richmond, Virginia, as we're set to go racing for 60 laps of action. It's the running of the Mobil 1 400 as we're set for some good race for the first short track race of the season. On the pole for this event here, in fact, the 3 ladies sweep the front 3 spots in this race. What are the odds of that? It is Kat Batson in the car 21, the Purelator Ford. She's on the inside of on the pole. She's alongside Jean Sanford in car 50 in her Pontiac. Second row, we'll see Jessica Shelton, car number 9, the Course Melling Ford. She has won here before, and she's she'll be alongside car 52, Seth Cole in the Eureka Pontiac. Going to row number 4, we'll have, or number 3, excuse me, will be Quentin Moore in the Quaker State Buick, car number 26. He'll be alongside Keith Batson, car 28, Texaco Haviland Ford. Both those drivers carry in-car cameras in today's event. Fourth row, it's the McIntyres, Levi in 17, Matt in 18. That's the fourth row. Going to the next row down, we'll have car 25, Joshua Osborne, the Folgers Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the Red Baron Frozen Pizza Ford of Jesse Turner. Going to the next row down will be car number 12, Rob Evans, and number 11, Johnny Gardner. Rob in the Budweiser Chevrolet, and Johnny in the Mountain Dew Buick. Next row down will be another soft drink product, car number 42, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac of Kyle Matthews. He'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater in car 29, the Hardee's Oldsmobile. Next row down is Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet car number 3. He won at Rockingham earlier this season, in the last race of the season. He'll be alongside car 24, Charles Sanford. He has our third in-car camera in the DuPont Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 14, Kyle Langland in the Copenhagen Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside car number 8, Matt Haas. Next row down, Zach Rogers in 33, the Skull Bandit Buick. He'll be alongside car 30, the Country Time Pontiac of Jay Jefferson. Next row down has Mike Becker in 43, the STP Pontiac. He'll be alongside car number 22, Dylan Poteet in the Miller American Buick. Next row down has car number 71, Kev Shearer in the Buck Stove Oldsmobile. Shearer was top 5 last race at Rockingham. And he'll be alongside car 5, Bill Parker in the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. Next row down, Dylan Young in the JD Stacy Buick, car number 2. He'll be alongside car number 83, Emmanuel Hartnett in the Wins Kmart Oldsmobile. Next row down is 44, Ryan George in a JD Stacy Buick, and number 6, Paul Minnick in the Strolight Ford. Next row down has Daniel Bouchard in the Valvoline Pontiac, car 75, and number 51, Valvoline Oldsmobile of Alex Miller. Next row down is 88, Nathan Ormond in the Gatorade Buick. He'll be alongside car 7, a Xerox Antifreeze Ford. It is Wes McCoy on the outside. Next row down has car 13, Austin Colano in a CTE Ford. And he'll be alongside number 70, Rumpel Furniture Pontiac of Mitchell Collins. Next row down is R.J. Bishop in car 27, the Kodiak Pontiac. He'll be alongside the Daytona 500 winner, Zach Winkle in the Uno Buick, car number 1. Next row down, Henry Sanford in 55, the Copenhagen Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside Copenhagen Chevrolet, excuse me. He'll be alongside car number 94, the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile of Ryan Brommer. Next row down is Jackson Haywood in 15, the Wrangler Jeans Ford, and number 47, Nathan Hudson, the Race Hill Farms Buick, and starting shotgun field will be car number 4, William Brock in the Kodak Film Chevy, in the Kodak Film Oldsmobile. This is one of the tracks. One of two is one of the 2 tracks in the NASCAR circuit that are a D-shaped D-shaped short track here. The other D-shaped short track is Iowa Speedway, which is a little bit longer than Richmond, as a matter of fact. It's 0.875 miles, or 7/8 of a mile, as a matter of fact, whereas Richmond is 3/4 of a mile long. But we are at Richmond here today for the Mobil 1 400, first of 2 stops here on this racetrack. We had a great race we had a great Daytona 500. We also had a good race at Rockingham. And let's see what it brings here. See what Richmond brings here today. Here's the command to fire the engines for this, the Mobil 1 400.
Drivers, start those engines!
the field rolls out. We'll be right back for the start. Back at Richmond International Raceway as we are set to go racing here. We're on lap number as the green flag about to fly. Kat Batson and Jean Sanford as the front row for this event here. And we got then we have a third woman in the starting in third position. That's Jessica Shelton. See what challenge these three have got. They have been fastest in practice so far. Green flag flies and the Mobil 1 underway here in Richmond. Turn 2 is off in the trouble spot, as well as turn 4. That's usually the two trouble spots we have on this racetrack here at Richmond. Kat Batson is the first lap. Quentin Moore looks slow on Jessica Shelton for second place here in the 26th machine. Shelton in the 9 as they come off the second corner. Kat Batson there looking up Sterling as a sponsor for the season. Remember she had the Hodgdon sponsor at the Daytona 500. Levi McIntyre looking low. He moves Quentin Moore up the track in 26 here. McIntyre to second place now. He's going to bring Joshua Osborne with him in 25 as he goes through the third and fourth corners here on this racetrack. Lost a spot to Levi McIntyre and also lost one to Cole Deaver and Kyle Matthews as the yellow flag flying for Emmanuel Hartnett, car number 83. As the caution flies on lap number 4 of this race. He'll come across the line in 41st position. And I think turn 4 is where the trouble was at. Yes, it was. So, like we said, 3 and 4 is usually your trouble spots here at Richmond, and let's see who caused the yellow flag to fly. That yellow flag flew for Jesse Turner in car number 90. That's what it looked like right here. Take a look at what happened. He and Matt McIntyre got together. Turner was shot up the track here, and McIntyre, I don't know if he came down on Turner or not. It looks like he did. Shoved Turner right into Dylan Young's car. And Dylan just drives both Turner and McIntyre into the wall. Here, Dylan kept it going, and then several cars getting sideways, trying to hit the binders. As you see, several cars doing a good job missing the crash, but unfortunately, Emmanuel Hartnett didn't in the 83 car, and he gets tagged in the back end by Mitchell Collins in number 70. Nowhere for shame for Mitchell Collins. Nowhere for him to go. She's nice shot of the camera over the flag stand. Take a ride with Charles Sanford on this crash. Here, let's see how he got through. Still, all in all, missed the crash really. So Charles running in 33rd position right now. As this race is now about to be 7 laps old here, as we have still got 53 laps remaining in this race here. Pace car lights are still on, so pace car lights are now off, and set the field for you here. Cat Batson, car 21 is the leader of the race. Second position is Joshua Osborne. Third is Rob Evans. Fourth is Kyle Matthews, who had come off a tremendous run at Rockingham. Levi McIntyre runs in fifth position. Sixth right now is Cole Fever. Seventh position is Quentin Moore. Eighth is Keith Batson. Ninth is Zach Rogers. He and Mike Becker both moving away through the field nicely. Jessica Shelton is in 11th position. 12th is Gene Sanford. 13th is Seth Cole. 14th, Kev Shearer. 15th is Dylan Young. 16th right now is Kyle Langland. Johnny Gardner 17th. 18th, Nathan Bouchard. 19th is Nathan Orman. And Paul Minnick runs in 20th position. Pace car slightly sort of on the pit road here as we are now on the green flag drive here at Richmond. Cat Batson sliding up the track. Here comes Rob Evans to the low side here as they go into turn number 3. Evans gets a good run in the third corner here, and let's see what happens here through the third turn. Batson slides a little bit, and Rob Evans goes to the lead now. Kyle Memphis in second place, McIntyre to third. And here comes Kyle to the low side, almost hits Rob Evans, and whoa, McIntyre and Deaver touch in the third turn. Cat Batson not giving up in an outside lane though. And boy, she's getting a little rub there from Levi McIntyre. Joshua Osborne goes by, so does Zach Rogers. And Zach sticks his nose low on Osborne's car, and whoa, they touch off the second turn again. That's Osborne and Osborne and Rogers. 3 wide, 2 rows. If you don't see that on a short track, this is not going to end well. And Kev Shearer turns Cat Batson around. And to make matters worse, gets hit by her husband, Keith. Doesn't look like there's much damage to that number 21 car as caution number 2 flies on lap number 13. Oh, and Kat's not happy. She is going to try to find Kev Shearer. Just drives by him. I'm sure her middle finger just drives by Kev Shearer. I'm sure she gave Kev the middle finger. But yet, caution number 2 flying, and I knew when he went 3 wide, 2 rows deep, I knew this was not going to end well because they are usually plenty close coming off that 4th corner here. And Cat Batson, I think, got a little bit of a. There's Gene Sanford and Joshua Osborne get off each other. Looks like Kev Shearer goes up the track, just blatantly turns the 21 car around. Cat, that's why she's starting ahead of Kev, but nonetheless. Damage already done here, and Mike Becker does a good job getting by. So does Shelton and Dylan Young. But then Keith Batson, yep, gets her a little bit of a hit. That's adding insult to injury right there for those guys. And I'm sure Kat's going to want a little bit of a talk with Keith on that one. I'm sure, not as much of a talk to Keith as I'm sure she wants to talk with Kev. In the garage area. There's going to be a throwdown, I'm sure, in the garage area after this. Pace cars lights are off here as we are about to get set for green flag racing. We'll have it on lap number 18. It is now Rob Evans leader, Kyle Matthews second, and Zach Rogers, Joshua Osborne, and Gene Sanford the top 5. Cole Deaver is 6th. Cat Batson 7th, Levi McIntyre 8th, Kev Shearer 9th, and Quentin Moore runs in 10th position as the green flag's about to fly. Chevy in 1st, Pontiac 2nd, Buick in 3rd, Chevy 4th, and a Pontiac 5th. The first Ford right now running in 7th as the green flag flies on lap number 18 here at Richmond. Look at Kyle Matthews off the second turn. He wants to go for the lead. And Gene Sanford, she's wasting no time at 50 car. Look how fast that 50 machine is here. Come off that 4th corner. And Kyle Matthews has the lead here. He leads his first lap of the race. The man for here, the proud American from the state of Ohio, is here. Matthews off turn number 4. And I think the yellow flag's flown for the 3rd time today. Yes, it has. And looks like, I think that, yeah, damage on the 88 car of Nathan Ormond. Hood buckle on that old Buick. Looks like the front end's got a little bit of a slope, front end. I don't think the 1982 Buicks looked like that. And I think Charles Sanford got a bit of a push right there. Yep, Charles Sanford got a bit of a nudge from his Hendrick teammate Phil Parker. Charles with a great save though, but then what goes up must come down. And here goes Charles up the track. Retaliates back at the 5 car of Phil Parker, saying what was that for? Parker ends up in the wall, and with him goes Matt Haas, Emmanuel Hartnett. On several cars, Mitchell Collins involved. Wes McCoy are involved there. 94 of Ryan Brommer. Matt McIntyre involved. And the aforementioned Nathan Ormond involved as well. So 3rd caution flag flying in this race. On board with Charles Sanford. And we got him by Phil Parker right there. What's he do that for? So, 1 lap to green here. We'll have the green flag on lap number 25. We will have still 35 laps remaining in this race here. Kyle Matthews leads. Second is Gene Samber, Pontiac first and second at the moment. Then 2 Chevys of Rob Evans and Cole Deaver in 3rd and 4th. And the Buick in 5th position with Zach Rogers. That's how the top 5 is right now here. We've had 3 caution flags on, and I don't think we're done wrecking yet, I don't believe. So, green flag by that one back away in Richmond. 24 laps in the books and 36 laps remaining here at this race today. Rob Evans, I'd say that car's that's a strong car he's got right there too, that 12 machine. But look at Gene Samper. Look at Gene Samper go. She goes to the inside of Matthews as they come up to number 4. And she'll Florida throw on that number 50 car, and she looks low in turns 1 and 2. And put Gene Samper to the lead in car number 50. She has not won in, I think she has not won in 3 seasons. Her last win came at Talladega. Back in season 22. That was her last win in the National GTX Cup Series. But Jean better not look, because here comes another woman, Jessica Shelton, car number 9. She looks slow. She gets by Matthews. And now comes up on Zach Rogers in car number 33. Off turn number 2 they come here. Shelton looks low on the 33 of Zach Rogers, and she'll take second place, or tries to take second place. Dips slow in the track there. Rogers gets a little bit loose, and Shelton will pull forward well in 4. She takes second position. Just the yellow flag flies for the 4th time here today. And it's once again Phil Parker in car number 5 who's crashed. Raging Cajun is pretty much raging right now. Parker was riding 33rd when this all happened here, as he was running behind Zach Winkle, and then running in behind him was Emmanuel Hartnett, who gives him a bit of a shove, and then around goes the 5. sending Parker on about a 60-mile-an-hour slide coming off the second corner. And Parker, with, I'm sure, a bit of anger, who puts the car in the first gear, gets her restarted, and pretty much, like I said, fuming under the helmet. And meantime, the leader is on pit road. Gene Sanford has sacrificed the lead, looks like. And she gets 4 tires and fuel on her machine. Figuring, what do we got to lose here? But she sacrificed the lead here with, this will be lap number 33 is what they're heading to now. Jessica Shelton, that's going to give Jessica Shelton the lead. And Sanford is going to drop down to the 40. That's going to drop her down to 40th at the moment. So quite a blow for Gene Sanford, obviously, in that machine. She is now the last car on the lap, and there's 40 on the lead lap. So let's see what progress she does make, if she makes any progress in the last laps of the racer, which I'm sure she will, because there's a few damaged up cars in the whole deal. Jessica Shelton leads. Second position is now Zach Rogers. Joshua Osborne runs third. Fourth position right now is Kyle Matthews. Or fourth position, I should say, is Cole Beaver. Kyle Matthews is in fifth position. Number 34 here at Richmond. Take a look at what happened there among this field. Lead wide right there, Nathan Orman, Paul Minnick, and Mitchell Collins, and then Phil Parker. He's driving angry right now in that number 5 car. We mentioned the racing occasion is raging underneath the helmet. Yep, I think he's driving that way right now. Gets it loose off the second turn, and Nathan Orman gets turned by Paul Minnick, and the yellow flag flies again. Caution number 5 flies here at Richmond International Raceway. And Jessica Shelton wins race back to the start-finish line, but Nathan Orman, who'd been trying to win a race, whose first season was season 21 in his series, and he has not yet won in his series, and it looks like he's not going to win this one, obviously, unless something weird happens. But Paul Minnick goes on the low side of the racetrack here. Actually, I think Orman tried to sort of keep from hitting Phil Parker, and then he goes right in and then slid up a little bit. And I don't know if he came down on Minnick or if Minnick pushed up to him. But in result, though, dire straits for Nathan Orman, and he ends up spinning out a little bit and then into the wall on the back stretch. Lights are now off on the pace car here. Jessica Shelton still leads the race here. Second position is now Zach Rogers. Third is Kyle Matthews. Fourth, Levi McIntyre. Fifth is Cole Beaver. Kev Shearer is sixth. Seventh position is Joshua Osborne. Dylan Young is now eighth. Mike Becker ninth. And 10th is Zachary Fitzwater. Rob Evans is in 11th position. 12th is Quentin Moore. 13th position is Seth Cole. 14th, Daniel Bouchard. 15th is Jackson Hayward, who started his race in 39th position. So good move up from him today. Johnny R. 16th. 17th is RJ Bishop. William Brock started 41st, is up to 18th. Gene Capasson is 19th. And 20th is Ryan George. So move off to number 4 here. As Pacer looks up on the pit road here. As we're 40 in the books and 20 to go. Before this race is over, no question. Here comes 33, Zach Rogers to the low side on Shelton, looking for the top spot. Zach Rogers, who won 4 times last season, finished number 5 in the points. Off there, looked like he's off to make a really strong start, and the yellow flag flies for the 6th time today. I don't even know who crashed this time. So many damaged up cars here at Richmond, I can't tell who did what. Yeah. Yep, it was Jackson Haywood in the 15 car that spun. That spun out in the second turn. So yep, turn 2 has been the trouble spot here at Richmond. And he got turned by the 11 of Johnny Gardner. So meantime, the yellow flag's gone. So green flag's about to fly again here after the 6th caution flag of the day. See if we can get a green flag run for once here at Richmond. I don't know if we're ever going to get a green flag run or not. In the meantime, green flag flies on the 47th lap here as Zach Rogers leads the race. Shelton second. Third position is Levi McIntyre. Cole Deaver fourth. And McIntyre almost got turned by Deaver. Levi pulled the back bumper of Shelton's car. Now Deaver's right in the back of McIntyre's machine. He looks slow on the track. 3 wide meantime. Mike Becker, Dylan Young, and Kyle Matthews. 3 wide. Becker takes position away. Dylan Young trying to get by Kev Shear. Little Wawa versus Sheets playing here. I'm tired of following you already, Jess. I want to go for the lead. And Zach does lead the lap here. 10 laps remaining. Zach Rogers, the number 33 Skull Bandit Buick, out in front here as he is looking for his first victory of the season. We've had 2 wins so far. Zach Winkle in the Daytona 500 and Cole Deaver at Rockingham. Shelton closing up, and oh, Mike Becker, he about got turned by Kev Shear. Kev got launched off the track, and he and Quentin Moore touch coming through off turn number 4. And while they're leaning on each other, Osborne says, sorry that y'all got together, but I'm going to just go scoot on by you. And he's going to try to get Seth Cole to boot in the 52 machine. 52 versus 25, Pontiac versus Chevy. And Osborne takes position. Let's see where that puts Joshua at the moment. That puts him up to the 6th position. Meantime, ahead of him is Mike Becker taking position away from Cole Deaver, and Jessica Shelton goes back by Rogers for the lead. But Zach says, that's it. I want to win this race here, and he's going to be low on Shelton. 6 laps to go. Jess gets loose here as here comes Rogers. He gets by of those two get together. Dylan Young's in third position. He's not far behind those two. Short track race. We've had 6 caution flags in this race so far, though, but this finish may be all worthwhile here at Richmond. And Shelton dips low and says, I'm tired of following you, Zach. I want to go for the lead and win this race. And oh, Dylan Young! He about got almost turned deeper. Here comes Johnny Gardner, number 11. He looks low. He picks up a few positions here and there now. Gardner to 4th. Now to 3rd now. He's got Kyle Matthews pushing him. Osborne's getting into it now in the 25. What a scramble we're going to have at Richmond here. 3 laps remaining. Does Zach Rogers have anything for Shelton? Is he laying back? Johnny Gardner, who started this race in the middle, about near middle of the pack, though he is up to 3rd position now. He's not out of this yet, but they're running out of time though. We're down to 2 laps remaining. Jean Sanford just up ahead. That's traffic right there. She's in 40th. Don't know if she's going to be any factor here as they come up to number 4. The white flag waves over Jessica Shelton. Just 1 lap remaining. She's won at Richmond before. She's never won. I don't think she's ever won the first race here at Richmond. No, actually, cross that. I think she has won the first race at Richmond before. But she will today as they come up to number 4. The number 9, Forrest Melling Ford gets her first victory of season 25. Jessica Shelton wins the Mobil 1 400 at Richmond. Second place with a great performance, Zach Rogers, and Johnny Gardner will finish in 3rd. He gives Zach a little bit of a tap right there. I don't know what that's for, but Gardner will finish 3rd. Kyle Matthews, a solid start so far. He finishes in 4th position, and Cole Beaver comes home in 5th position. So 3 races in the books, average speed 72.005 miles an hour. Jessica Shelton starts 3rd, wins the race here today. We gave it the top 5 already. Joshua Osborne comes home 6th position. 7th place will go to Cav Shear. 8th to Mike Becker. 9th to Zachary Fitzwater. Dylan Young comes home 10th. RJ Bishop, who started this race, I believe, in about 39th position, something like that, or 37th, whichever it was. He started in the back. He ends up finishing 11th. Charles Sanford bounces back and finishes 12th. 13th will go to Rob Evans. Seth Cole 14th. Daniel Bouchard 15th. Quentin Moore dropped to 16th. Levi McIntyre matches his car number, finishing 17th. Levi was up there for most of the race, but dropped back just late in the going. Nathan Hudson 18th. Jay Jefferson 19th. Ryan George 20th. Kyle Langland 21st. Jesse Turner comes home 22nd. Alex Miller 23rd. 24th. William Brock after starting 41st. A good day for him. Dylan Poteet 25th. Kat Batson, who had a strong car early on, she comes home 26th. Looked like she had high hopes for this race, but alas, it wasn't to be. Jackson Haywood comes home in 27th position. 28th was Phil Parker. 29th Wes McCoy. 30th will go to Emmanuel Hartnett. Matt Haas 31st. Keith Batson, a dismal 32nd for him. Austin Colano 33rd. 34th. Zach Winkle 35th. Ryan Brommer, Matt McIntyre 36th. Mitchell Collins 37th. 38th. Nathan Orman 39th. Paul Minnick. Gene Sanford comes home in 40th position, and Henry Sanford out of the race due to an altercation that happened early on in this race. But 6 caution flags and a pretty good finish to say the least here. Jessica Shelton gets the win here in the Mobil 1 400, her first victory of the season. 3 winners in the first 3 races of the season. And we'll see what happens as the next race on the tour is a track that she's got a love-hate relationship with, and that is Atlanta for the running of the Motorcraft 500. If you'd like to see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NNSCRA gaming videos, whatever requests of the NNSCRA Seth goals are for his channel. And be sure to check out our other NNSCRA series as well. The NNSCRA any NNSCRA online series that we have that we run is on this channel as well as the Duracell Cup series, which is in full swing, and of course a lot of other gaming videos and whatever stuff. So Some of the best offline stuff is under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you will not regret checking those races out neither. So that will do it here today, and that will do it today at Richmond International Raceway. Congratulations again to Jessica Shelton, the winner of the Mobil 1 400. For now, this is James Colson in production of the NNSCRA. Off on racing at its best. We will see you at Atlanta.